وقال الذين أشركوا لو شاء الله ما عبدنا من دونه من شيء نحن ولا آباؤنا ولا حرمنا من دونه من شيء كذلك فعل الذين من قبلهم فهل على الرسل إلا البلاغ المبين. Verse 35. And those who associate and make shirk with Allah, associate others, they will say, if Allah had willed, He would not have we would not have worshipped anything other than Him. Neither we nor our fathers, nor would we have forbidden anything through other than Him. Thus did those do before them. So is there upon the messengers except the duty of clear notification? The non-believers and the polytheists who associate other deities with Allah, they often make some kind of a logical reasoning, and I think it's a human exercise. Anybody who is on any even wrongdoing action, and he himself knows within himself that he is doing wrong, he tries to give some logical reasoning. Even a thief is stealing, he might give a logical reasoning. Anybody who does something, he tries to find some logical reasoning. This is an inherent character in human beings. Okay? Even the very small kids, they try to give some excuses. So here, what the polytheists did is the same here. Although it's very clear, if they have applied their reason and logic, that the shirk and associating a deity along with Allah is a great crime, and they themselves know that Allah alone has created this whole universe and created us, so we should belong to Allah alone, and we should not divert the faculty of worshipping and reverence to somebody other than Allah. So, although these facts are very clear, still they did divert and they did worship deities other than Allah. And after doing that, they started to give logic and give excuse and give reasoning that why this worshipping with Allah is correct from their point of view. There is no problem in it. And their logic is that لو شاء الله ما عبدنا من دونه من شيء نحن ولا آباؤنا ولا حرمنا من دونه شيء. That if Allah willed, and they meant that if what we are doing is wrong, Allah had never let us allow to continue our thing. He would have struck us with some punishment immediately. He would have prevented us from doing it, because He has the power to do that. So since He did not prevented us when we went to worship someone else, He did not prevented us, that's an indication that He loves and He is happy and He is pleased of what we have been done by associating somebody with Him. So they associated the fact that they continued on this path, they associated that with Allah allowing it and Allah loving it. Allah is giving permission to it. And also they say that we have been doing this since forefathers, wala abauna, even our fathers was doing it, and we are also continuing following our forefathers in associating this shirk. And also, not only that they associated associated deities along with Allah, they have also started to forbid things. So the legislation power is at the hand of Allah, but they went on to legislate, saying that this is halal and this is haram, this is forbidden, and this kind of animals is forbidden to be ridden only for Allah, and this kind of animals, it's fine that we can use it for our either cultivation or eating and all these things. So this kind of things they have done themselves. So that they said that if Allah did not love this thing or did not give permission or allow, we wouldn't have done this, but we already have forbidden those things, and we are practicing this kind of legislation for years. So Allah, how did Allah reply to these things? Allah simply said here, كذلك فعل الذين من قبلهم فهل على الرسل إلا البلاغ المبين, that the previous nations has also claimed the same claim as you did. And what's then the value of the prophets? I mean, it's clear that the prophets and the messengers came to them with a message from Allah, telling them that these forms of shirk and these things that you legislated yourselves and forbidden things that are legal, or you did the opposite perhaps, these things are wrong. The messengers came with a very clear message, Balagul Mubin. It's a very clear message using their own language, and the messengers are usually from their own tribe. It's not from somewhere else, a foreign person coming within themselves. A messenger comes using their own language and with a very clear and eloquent language. He has given those message. So after the warning and after the message, and the messengers gave all kind of proof and appealing statements that would convince anybody who has any intellect and and has ration and is a sensible person. So in front of the message of the messengers, this kind of excuses would never avail.